he asked me a question. He said, would you fight for Canada? So actually it was a Jamaican born judge, actually, Mr. Judge Grizzle. And I said, fight for Canada. Him say, you are now a Canadian citizen. Him say somebody, invade us.
Mm-hmm. Not even fighting for Jamaica. Yeah. Jamaica gets
exactly what I said. That's exactly.
Bare arms, yeah.
So when I say to him, when him say to me, I laugh. And I said, sir, to be honest, if I had that choice, I don't know if I'd fight for Jamaica.
Jamaica! Boom, one drop. Let me tell you this. Tell you, Elizabeth, look for me. Come find me in the comments. I'll be there waiting for you. Yeah, no, I don't care. The point is, exactly.
You have to play it's me them exactly. And me them jumping on, but them don't know some shoulder broad, so I can't take it.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Cream or Sugar. My name is Tahirah. This is why you're looking at me like that.
So, all right, hold on. I won't look at you.
This is Neville, and we are back for another beautiful episode with him being annoying as per usual. Okay.
Nobody do annoying like she go on. Do I get a name, man?
No. There's crickets in the room as per usual.
I'm afraid are. By the way, so that, because every time I tell you all what I'm drinking, and this morning I'm drinking something from England. It's Yorkshire Gold. I remember, Tash.
Good job.
Yorkshire Gold. What are you having?
I'm having basic ass coffee. Basic. I joke. Is it French press? I guess that's not basic. Instant coffee is basic. That's not what I'm having. As I said, we're fancy than that.
Instant coffee means it's just coffee we don't make already and just ready. What is the other coffee? You have to make it yourself or what you do?
Instant coffee is like the crush up that you just pour water
right. So
and it's ready.
As opposed to what other kind of coffee?
French press lady, what else I have to tell you? I don't know how those fancy equipment work. I just drink it.
So you brew it yourself and stuff?
Never. I don't know how the French press works. Lady, what is so?
Yeah. What you do?
It's just coffee grounds, so it's better. It's higher quality. So it's almost freshly roasted coffee.
Nice.
Okay.
Flavor. You got that.
It is different from what you normally have because
and it makes my stomach hurt less.
You haven't noticed we now a 5-star place, yeah. 5-star. Hmm? By the way, that was
why are you asking so much questions of coffee?
Tashan's voice you just heard. Hmm? I just wanted to know what you were drinking, but when you said it's not instant, I
was asking bare coffee questions like he drinks coffee.
I don't.
Or you want to taste it. You can try it, taste.
I don't want to taste.
Why don't you drink coffee though?
I hear something about it keep you up and caffeine. I don't want to keep me up.
Tea also has caffeine in there, then.
I mean, I drink during the show. I probably have 3 cups, and that's it. I don't drink tea during the day. So during the show, I just have 3 cups, and that's it.
I know, but why couldn't you just have 1 cup of coffee? Have you ever tried coffee?
Mm-mm.
You've never had a cup? Honestly, every week I come here. Some of the things you say.
Always something.
Some of the things you say honestly floor me. I'm about to cry because I've been laughing so hard. I'm gonna make a mug of myself. Wow. Anyways, guys.
It's a long time I don't ask this question.
Why am I here?
I think from about the second episode.
Wait, I actually do need where my paper towels. Make a fucker.
Why am I here?
Guys. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, guys. So we've already found out something new about Neville, and the episode is just starting. Do you see my tears right now?
Yeah.
Today we also have another guest. We have Adrian mic'd up as per, because he's a regular now. I joke. But also today we have our fave, everybody's fave, Big Boss. Today we have Tashan, which is our other producer. Today we have our other producer, Tashan Hendricks, and she's gonna be dibble-dabbling along in the episode as well.
Why am I here?
They want to leave out the elder in the place. Hey, see it there? And the elder want a super man.
Wait, guys, I'm actually suffering. No, he does. Okay.
Tell me something. Is me one hot
No,
I mean, I'm not
burnt
talking
out.
about specifically right now, but
Obviously, we're
this
not.
time I just find it incredibly hot.
It is. The people them say this is just the beginning. We didn't reach summer yet. Summer start when officially.
Because, you know,
What is the official start date of summer?
June 23rd.
June
or
21.
Dang.
June 21.
There we go.
First day of
Something,
summer.
yeah,
Why I
27.
remember, because it's my son's birthday.
The heat that I'm starting to feel this past week. Listen, it not normal. Even and the thing is, you can really tell in the nighttime. The daytime always hot, right? We live in Jamaica or whatever. But the night times, I've been chilling. You know, my fan on, the breeze a blow. It's cool. I just snuggle up.
So-
no,
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I wake up like I work out the whole night.
They're not that good.
Is
They're
it?
not good, Jim. They're not good.
Yeah, no, that's not good rest.
Oh, not good rest.
Sweaty, maybe I burn some extra calories in the night time. Yeah,
So what kind of plans you have for the summer
work.
with the heat?
Oh, sorry, work. I'm so excited to do more work.
Can you explain what kind of work?
Oh my god, so many opportunities. Honestly, I really hope we get some production stream. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. So it's like summer doesn't exist for me because we are big people in the ghetto that is adulthood. So when I get summer break and them thing there, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it gets like a 2 weeks if you choose to take your time off during the summertime, which I'm not really a fan of doing because I feel like that's when everybody's gone. But yeah, summer coming in like just another month, you know?
Yeah.
With extra heat.
Do you know that it's the first time since 2007 that I'll not be coaching during the summer?
That you won't be coaching?
Yeah.
Why won't you be coaching?
Because I quit St. George's College.
Uh,
And Constant Spring in the other league wouldn't start just yet. And not, to be honest, I'm not even certain if I'm going to continue that either. But
big news drop,
Exclusive.
people. Exclusive info. Tell us.
we've got some football coming up. By the way, speaking
Wait, hold on. Before we go on, Never moves on so fast from topics. We didn't even get for asking a question, but
The minute the next year already.
No, but tell us more about it. This is the first time since.
First time since 2000. I went back to St. George's in 2007 because I coached St. George's in 3 different stints.
Right.
So I went, and then when Rene Simoes came to Jamaica, they invited me to be part of the national coaching program, and he said you couldn't coach anybody else but Jamaica.
Right.
So then I quit. And then I think it was 2004, they asked me to come back and just sort out something, and then I went back for a couple of years, had a little issue with some stuff going on, and I quit again. And then when we as in St. George's College, got our first female principal, and a number of people were saying, "Why school? We don't want a woman." But the school, but the school wasn't doing very well academically. And some of us thought, well, she can't no worse than what some of the man them been doing. And they said, "Me could go back and kind of support her." And I went back in 2007, and as you guys know, I quit last season at the end of last season. So this would be the first time since 2007 I'm not only not coaching a high school team, but I'm not coaching St. George's College, which is my school. So
This is gonna be your first like real summer break.
well, I am.
We'll have to go to the river. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Well, after I'm just saying, we'll have to go to the river.
I would
We'll have
love
a
that.
carry.
I would love that, and you guys know some big football coming up. But before I get to the big football, Khadija Shah.
Let me tell you, big
What a thing,
footballer. Let me tell you.
What a
Honestly, I feel like I'm living my life vicariously through her because I'm so proud. I don't even know her, but I'm so proud. Every time I see a headline or literally anything that is positive relating to her, it's just such a beautiful thing to see. And she seems like so
she
good.
Is
like
brilliant. She is brilliant.
Lovely.
I would think, Delia said, arguably the best forward in the world. I probably would have just go and say she's the best centre forward in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, she scored more than 20 goals in 3 seasons. The only person ever do it. She
Yeah.
get MVP for the league again. By the way, she has decided to stay with Man City, which
And
she
is
wanted
now-
to, by the way.
Right.
She didn't want to leave, but I think they were not offering what her agent and herself thought was the right deal. But she came out from day one that she did not want to leave, you know?
And not only is she not leaving, but she's now the highest paid
Yeah, which is
female
just,
player.
which is, you know, I think it was Adrian and I had this discussion about what women get as opposed to what men get in sport. As far as I know, tennis is the only sport that pays a female winner the same thing as a male winner, and only at what they call the majors. So it put the US Open, Australian Open, Wimbledon, and the French Open. Because the other tournaments, the disparity is great.
Yeah.
But on those tournaments, female get the same as the male. And some people might say, then but why? Because some sponsors will say, female sport probably just don't get the same appeal. I think it's a Super League Bonnie Shaw plays in. I think it's called the Super League.
Yeah, the
average
Super
attendance of the Super League, female, is 7,000. The average attendance of an English Premier League male game is 40,000.
Yeah.
And then when you have Manchester United and playing and stuff is $70,000 and $80,000. So I think that's where the sponsors are coming from. And so, well, yeah, I don't mind supporting, but I'm probably not going to get back the same as before, you know? Which is unfortunate because she is really, really good. But I think that's not the only reason that they're not getting the same amount. But certainly that's one of the reasons that you just don't get the same support. You know?
Yeah, I know, obviously, women's rights, and I definitely believe in women being paid the same, but obviously there are disparities in the leagues, and not just in football, in like, as you say, like women's sports overall, I feel like just make less money than men's sports, which is just what it is. And I feel like you had said something, we were talking and you were saying that they get like a percentage.
Again, I'm not certain what the women teams will get, but to put what's on your shirt, Snapdragon. No, that's right.
Yeah.
For Snapdragon to be on a Manchester United shirt is billions of Jamaican dollars. It's 60 million pound for the season. 60 million pound to get that on your shirt. I think.
What's on your shirt?
No, this.
No, the Arsenal shirt. I mean that too.
On a sponsor right now.
I know the Gunners thing is on it.
Oh, just a crest. Oh no.
And City. Well, it's the better teams. You know, you won't pay more. So I think Arsenal is 40 million. Manchester United and Manchester City will be.
No, but you were talking about before. You were talking about like they get like the teams' salaries would be like 10% of the total revenue or whatever.
Arsenal, who won the league, got 100.
Did you guys see that?
Hold on. I never tell a lie though. Arsenal got 179 million pounds because they won the league. And their owners are some of the richest people in the world. So the team that came 20th in the Premier League probably get about 10 and 20 million pounds.
An argument that
but my question,
a lot of people have with women's sports though is it's true that they generate less money and they have smaller audiences, but part of that is less money is invested in them. You know what I mean? There's less money that going into the marketing, less into them trading into the stadiums, like men's football is this big partially because of all the investment over a long time that's gone into.
Sepp Blatter said, Sepp Blatter, who was the former president of FIFA, he said he said this about 10-15 years ago, that the future of football is with the women. Because you can't have another man competition. You have Confederation Cup, you have Gold Cup, you have World Cup.
They keep trying to create more Nations League and
but to be fair, and I say relatively, because women's sports relatively new. I mean, to be fair, if you understand, relatively, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, when I say relatively, maybe even 50 years. I mean,
but that's still new.
I think
relatively new. So it's like some people still just do not want to see a lady playing football or cricket. Some people
also,
just,
I mean, as a woman, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really love watching women play. Like,
you don't? What? You don't?
No, because they're not like in the sense of like when you watch a lot of I'm not talking about like EPL. Like if I was to watch, like I feel like when I was at school I used to watch MLS a lot because obviously I was in the States. And it's like the women are so rough. It's like you don't get to enjoy the actual gameplay because everybody's just like kicking down each other. And like
that's Tahirah Elizabeth.
Women are rougher in Tahirah Elizabeth. Look for me. Come find me in the comments. I'll be there waiting for you. Yeah, no, I don't care. The point is, women enjoy watching like women. I like watching women swim and them thing about football. I'm talking about football only. Okay. Football, me not really. Yeah, me watch Bunny Shaw play and everything there because obviously she's
Big
a
up
star.
Bunny Shaw and Martha and all the women footballers out there will support you.
Yeah, I
Even
support. And
if-
I'll go and
even
watch the
when
reggae
Tahirah
girls
doesn't.
play. I get no. Tahirah supports you, Bunny. Don't get it twisted. The rest of the team, them no.
I just think that you must be encouraged to do what you're good.
Wait, also, before, never, you go back to the question I asked. At one point, he had said something about them getting a percentage of whatever, right? Like, they determine the salary of the players to be, like, this is not me quoting him, but like 10% of the total revenue goes to paying salary, right? If it is 10% for the men, I think it should be 10% for the women. So if the men are worth more,
Then they must be paid for that.
what would make the men worth more?
That is not my decision.
Is it not?
No, but I'm just suggesting that you must be in anything you do, not just sport.
You must
in
paid
anything
what you're
you
worth.
do, You must be paid what you're worth. Speaking
Well,
of football,
Bunny
by the
was
way,
paid what she worth. Sorry, go on.
She was.
I just saying Bunny was paid what she worth. I think
Finally,
City
after
finally
months and months of
decided that.
that's the
deliberation.
point. Speaking of football, by the way, and she's always asking you guys a question to do this. Well, my time to ask you a question. Here is the question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in here, and we are going to decide who we think will win the World Cup. What you think the winner must get from the 4 losers? That's my question. Where they must post it.
We'll clip it. We'll clip it and drop it.
So we want you
everybody
to
can
tell
tell
us.
us.
And in a very realistic way. I mean, I don't want to say carry them go to England and all kind of thing. We can't afford that. But in a very realistic way, what do you think? The winner or the person who decides that what if the 5 are we wrong, by the way? How I go on after that?
Then nobody gets nothing.
No, nothing can go so.
Whatcha?
The person who get closest to the final.
What's the...
True,
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
if we don't win semi-final or losing finalist person, so tell us what you think.
I don't remember people... Neville is the richest of all of us. So
Sure.
if you think it never can afford it, we can't. Okay? So think lower.
So first thing my son said me have all the ladies, which is not true. And get me in a peer problem. No, she talk about riches. I am rich in spirit. Me richer than everybody else in life. In spirit.
Rich in love.
I'm rich in love. Me that too. So I got myself in more trouble the other day because I was asked a question that if I am what is the question? This question is almost like if we were together. We're not together anymore, but if I wish we were together, if I still love you and stuff. And on air I said, yeah.
Ask, what?
The question was like, say we were together, but we are no
Who's
longer
asking you the
together.
question?
Part of work. No, it was a little fun thing we were doing on Smile.
Okay.
So the question was, in other words, if I'm still in love with somebody who I was with before.
Right.
And I said, madly in love.
I know who that is.
You have no idea.
I know
Who you
it is.
picking for the World Cup?
No, but hold on, I forgot back. So you
I should say, hold on a minute.
so you madly in love with a ex still?
I'm madly in love with 2 exes.
Okay.
But there's a caveat, which I said on here. Not because I want to be with them again. I've just never stopped loving them.
So you're not in love with him?
I've just never... I feel the same way about them apart from the fact that I don't necessarily... By the way, it's not my decision that they don't want to with me either.
No.
By the way,
That would take you back.
by the way, they don't want to with me either. Don't get
in
me
love with
wrong.
multiple people?
Yeah, I'm in love with... Yeah.
I don't think you can
think
be
you
in
can.
love with multiple people. I think you can love multiple people. I don't think you can be... I think loving people and being in love with somebody is 2 different things.
And I agree. I don't think it is natural for you to just love one person. I don't think that's natural.
I got to take a moment. I need a moment.
I just
Never
don't
seen
think
him don't think it natural.
I don't think
to
it's
love.
natural for me to just say just you alone me love and me no love nobody else and just
They're
you.
gone into
I don't think that's natural.
polygamy and
I know. And I was like,
monogamy.
so basically what? Another revelation we've learned about Neville is that he believes in polygamy. And
No,
all
I never
these
said
things.
that. Never said that at all. Never said that
I'm a
at
married
all.
man.
I don't
Hi,
think
boo.
that-
Let me excuse myself. I have
Never
nothing
said
to
that
do-
at all. Because
I'm
remember,
not
I
to what
clearly
Neville
said,
said.
remember, I clearly said that even though I think I'm still in love with those people, I do not want to have a relation.
I think not wanting to have a relationship just... I don't know. I feel like
It's just
I don't.
love, right?
Yeah, I don't think it can be. No, but I'm saying my thing is I don't think you're in love with them if you don't want to be with them. I think that you love them and still have a strong love for them,
Yeah.
but I don't think that you are in love with them.
Maybe Neville knows he'll be bad for them, and he's so in love with them, and wouldn't want to do that to them.
That is true. Too.
Being with
Yeah,
them.
I think one of them for
that
sure.
is-
I don't know who the other person is, but one of them I think that's true for sure.
Gotcha. I don't actually know me. Who you carrying for the work? I can move on now. So I
don't know, this is our topic.
I know. I'm like,
them
the
just
people want to
one
get to
minute,
know
like-
more about Neville.
No, you to Tahirah. So
Not
tell
me. No, not me.
So you could,
I was talking about.
if we lived in a matriarchal society where
Yeah.
women can have more than one husband, you wanna
Absolutely,
You don't
money's
think you could do
problem.
that?
Money's just problem. You know, that's what I say. Man, guys.
But when
I-
one is problem, you go to the other one.
No, there's too much stress from one alone. I don't know how you guys do the multiple woman thing. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Know.
But
Me?
not Adrian, though.
Not Adrian.
Yeah, who's
though.
your
Obviously
guys?
not Adrian.
Yeah.
He's happily, lovely married. Okay, stay away, ladies.
Just put up a picture. Put a picture.
Oh yeah, I have big up Courtney.
So I guess it was his wife I saw him with last night.
You must have been outside our apartment window, staring in.
Hey, you see, them always a give me.
Yes.
You see, them always
Yes,
a
it
give me
was.
trouble. Them always a give me trouble. About time I fling back little thing for me. I was joking, by the way. Mrs. Adrian, I was joking. I was joking. I guess you knew where he was last night. So tell me now, who you carrying?
Wait, Adrian asked me a question.
What's up, man?
I
Sorry,
think that you alone must have.
mention it, you see.
Boy, the political little and in love. And you bring up the topic, you say one nice
I
thing.
so randomly.
I know, so randomly. I was like, this is so unrelated to anything we're talking about, but
Tell
go
me
off.
who went to win the World Cup.
No, we're gonna go back for a second.
Where we are going?
What was your question? We have to go back.
You already say you couldn't have more than one man. You said
Oh
man
yeah,
is
yeah.
process.
No, sir, I can't matter with that. No. Yeah, no. I think in terms of like
That's not what I said,
people,
you know.
people think that like people. I was having this conversation with somebody and like he had an issue with me saying that I think that not girls only. Honestly, I think that people should date multiple people before deciding whether they want to be with the one person, right? And the person was saying, this is a man, honest, obviously, man. He was like, no, you need to decide, and if you're talking to one person, you need to talk to that one person until you realize that you don't like them, and then move on to somebody else, and then keep it like that. You should never be talking to two people at one time. And I was
But
like,
what time that?
I'm like, how much of my life? How much of my life am I supposed to be wasting talking to one when I'm barely like, yeah, no.
But that also stems from the fact that Jamaicans don't define dating the way that the rest of the
World does. Which
defines dating.
listen, it was such a culture shock for me when I went to school.
So dating for us is almost courting. So
Right.
you go all the way, for lack of a better term. But other people define dating as we go out and we have drinks. or we have
Yeah,
dinner
and then you
we
go,
talk and I say,
yeah.
oh, I don't like you.
Right.
And we'll move on.
Right.
Or I can have dinner and drinks with 5 people and
Right.
then I decide which out of the 5
Exactly.
I like to court
And then to
after
move
that.
out, exactly.
You see, because it's me that start this, let me be clear. I am not suggesting that I have or I'm with more than
Multiple
one
women.
woman. That's not what I mean. I repeat, I just don't think it is natural for me to just say, I love her after Tahirah and I don't like nobody else in my life. I just don't think that's natural. But it doesn't mean
I think
that
it's
want
quite
to-
interesting that you say it's not natural.
It
I
is
think
very
that's-
natural to me.
I don't say. I think
tunnel
it's
vision.
no. Listen, when I like a man, me not see nothing else. Me not see. It's like the whole of my senses turn up.
But
And
how
that's
you
why I
know
don't
that
talk
that's
to
nature
man.
and not nurture. Maybe you grow up on like
No,
rom-coms.
no. Hold on. I barely.
I grew up in Jamaica.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
listen.
nurture.
People-
I live in my own
Not
house.
nurture.
My own house is enough to show me if fairy tales are not
Me
real.
have to apologize.
Okay.
I need to apologize.
No,
I don't
never.
know
We
why I
enjoy.
bring it up.
Him alone. Are you alone? Enjoy the
You know,
topic.
from when me ask a question about the World Cup and nobody and I go,
It's
oh, well,
like-
let them know says two.
You know those people. What are those things that we have to look this up? A producer note. There is a term for people who, like, are fixated on one thing and they can't move on from that one thing until it is fulfilled. Before you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's OCD. You have a look at touches.
But the fact that he can love 2 people, it kind of is contradictory.
Scream. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I can love many more than 2.
See?
Be in love. In
Ladies,
love.
any
Not one
ladies who are
time.
willing to share out there?
In
But
love.
you see,
Talk to Neville.
that's not what I'm suggesting. So
Neville's in love.
Nobody don't get it right, you know. Nobody don't get what I'm saying right. I do
don't
not
get
fool
it.
around.
The two ladies who
Nobody's
know Neville
saying
is
you
still
fool
in love.
around.
Nobody said you
He
fool
is
around.
Nobody
not
say
willing.
fool
You
around.
only fool
Or
around
see,
emotionally.
What's marrying? What's marrying? What's marrying? It's not only here, it may happen with me and him, you know. What's marrying? Who went to win the World Cup? What's the name?
Spain.
Spain?
Spain is gonna win the World
Why?
Cup. I don't know. I feel like they have the most solid side. Shout out to Barcelona. Like they
Okay.
got some strong contenders. I'm honestly a Germany fan. I would love if Germany won. I don't think they're ready this year. So again, I'm a person that's very aware of the actual realities of my
Christian,
situation.
you might be able to answer this. No Real Madrid man knowing that it's Spain. No Real Madrid person that in the Spain lineup.
Them can't. My God, you see
Which I find
Barcelona.
interesting.
Why?
I know, but I mean, Real
We didn't
Madrid
do well
is Real
this
Madrid.
year.
They come second, they made it Noel. They come second.
Yeah, but second is like, you know,
Yeah, second is second.
in La Liga is like.
None of them
I
stars
don't expect
Spanish.
to. Yeah, I don't expect to be coming anything other than first or second.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
you're
the
right.
utility players
You're
that
right.
Spanish.
So a lot of the
everybody.
Real Madrid players are playing them in the World Cup, but they're just not playing for Spain.
Right, yeah.
Vinicius have played Brazil,
Mbappe, France.
but the English,
Camavinga.
Rashford.
Rashford
Bellingham-
playing with
Bellingham-
England.
no, Bellingham.
Rashford playing with England?
Yeah,
Him get
Rashford-
called?
Yeah, of
Come on.
course. Yeah.
Bellingham. So a lot of them playing in the World Cup, but just not with Spain. So you say Spain. Elder.
I'm a Brazil supporter from in the late 80s, but because of Bruno, I support Portugal as my second team.
A teacher did tell me, say, anytime you say anything from you say, but
I know.
everything will come before them.
I'm like, so Portugal. So Portugal is the answer. Thank you.
From you say,
I
but
said,
everything before don't make no sense. So you think they will win Portugal, but you would like Brazil to win.
Correct.
All right.
okay.
Adrian.
I would like Portugal to win.
But you think?
Ronaldo might be holding them back. They can still win, but
Strike the word might from the record.
No, I don't agree with that. I rate the coach. Is Martinez.
I don't rate him either.
Well, I know. I rate
You
the,
rate
wait,
him.
no,
That
I
That
rate
man
the coach.
feels up, I feel.
I rate the coach, and I think if he uses Ronaldo, I mean, obviously he can't play 90 minutes every single match, but I think,
Yeah, but Ronaldo is a dictator.
Right.
And you can't take him off.
well, it's. I hear you, but it's difficult to stay from here to understand what might happen. But I wouldn't leave him out. I wouldn't leave him out for many reasons. This is his 6th World Cup, so when you talk about experience, Messi's 6th World Cup too, but this is his 6th World Cup. But I agree.
If I had the power, I'd have him in the squad. But like what I have to know, say him can't be playing
Well, that's my point.
every
I
minute,
agree
every
with you.
game, and sometimes he
Yeah.
have to come off the bench.
Yeah.
But
Tash said Jamaica going to win. What? Poor thing. That is 2097. And I say,
Are we not gonna ask her? Do you care?
I really don't care.
which is the reason I said it.
Said I really don't care.
Which is the reason I said it. I think Brazil will win. I'm carrying Brazil to win. I'm nervous because I've said this many times that an overseas coach has never won the World Cup, and Brazil has an overseas coach.
Big up Ancelotti.
Yeah, great coach. Neymar hurt, might not be able to play the first game. They said
Yeah, I saw
he has a calf issue. But I'm really injury prone.
He really is.
You know, I'm really injury prone. Yeah. So, but they said he will be all right, but just not ready for the first game. Like Lamine
Oh, yeah.
Yamal, he's also hurt,
Oh,
and they say that he should be ready to by the first and second game. But
What do you think about? Sorry. What do you think about Tisha leaving Foden and Palmer out the English squad?
It really never surprised me.
Interesting. Why?
Trent Alexander surprised me.
That he took him?
No, him not in it. Him leave him out. That one surprised me.
Why would that surprise you?
Because I rate him. I mean,
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
yeah, I rate him. People say them don't like
You're
him,
Arsenal
play and
supporter
stuff.
though, so
But
The
he
things
not played
you
Arsenal.
support
He-
make
he-
sense.
He was at Liverpool.
yeah, the things you support don't make sense. Trent Alexander-Arnold need to come off on my side.
I like him.
No.
But it don't surprise me. And Tuchel one go all of the match them and watch them.
Yeah.
Maguire says
Yeah, I'm surprised about that one.
that don't surprise me.
Why?
Um,
I think he plays shit for Man U, but I hear he plays well for England.
why it don't surprise me is because of the central defenders that he has in the squad. I don't think.
Who?
Yeah, man, definitely. What surprised me was Stones because them say Stones might be hurt. So I think
Stones?
Yeah.
You're okay with him taking Stones? You
No,
think?
that's why I'm saying it surprised me because they say he's them kind of not so certain.
But you think he's a better choice than Maguire?
I think so.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. There's different kinds of players. No, for real. Unlike Stones, no, I not even be. I know I sound sarcastic.
No, you do.
But that even being a bit real. Like I think Tuchel. I think England keep having managers who try to cram every star player into the squad.
Right.
And him having plan.
I know,
And the
I think,
profiles
yeah.
Same just him pick
Yeah.
and it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like about Maguire is his passion. I mean, him really play and push everything.
And he just
give
had a
everything.
great season.
Yeah, but I wasn't surprised at the level.
Scoring goals, defended very well.
Yeah.
I can't speak to his season, this season, but the seasons I've watched were terrible. But I have heard that he plays way better for England than he does for Man U. And I feel like that's true for a lot of Man U ballers. Like a lot of Man U ballers leave Man U and then you're like, oh shit, wow, you can actually play football. What's going on at the club?
All right, so
Anyway.
Spain, Portugal, Brazil. We'll get Tashan, France.
Oh yeah, we can give her France.
We're going to give her France.
Because they might actually win.
Actually, France is
a great choice.
Actually, France is the top choice to win the World Cup. So remember the question, you know.
This is a good squad, yeah.
Man, great squad. That's what
The people are going to tell us.
people are going to tell us what we should win. And I mean, and I'm
You're not going to win, I will, but...
in a very serious way though. And again, don't listen to her about rich girls. I'm not carrying none of them going away. Well, I'm going to win, so them going to go carry me out.
Brazil is never... Let me tell you this. I'm not even going to bet say Brazil now, you know. Because I'm telling you, say, the 1 year I bet somebody, say Arsenal are going to lose the league. It's 1 year them win. It come like, I'm going to give you the trophy. Congratulations.
You know this, I don't even say a word. Right?
No, he did. You guys almost missed it earlier. But he said, he goes, Arsenal, who won the league, by the way. You think anybody missed that? Nobody. Nobody saves. Insert clip here.
And Adrian, be honest.
Insert
Who else
clip.
wouldn't have an Arsenal shirt today?
It's
Talk
been
the truth.
217.
Talk the truth.
I know.
Who
I
else
almost
wouldn't-
actually.
Who else wouldn't come here and depend? We just want to know what things say. That's my point. Everybody would have did it. But I am really...
I know,
Because
no.
by the time this year, and
Right.
Champions League
Right.
final,
So I forgot pedal
and
back
you
in
are-
words, but
yeah.
also.
By the way, just to finish off this World Cup thing, I do have a concern. I am scared because of what's going on with the United States. Because remember, some of these countries that have qualified for the World Cup, the United States government say you can't come to we're not going to give you any visas. The United States president said Iran is welcome, but he wouldn't come if it was them because they must worry about them safety and stuff. So they moved their base to Mexico, but they're playing in the United States. And what the plan is, and by the way, FIFA gave them permission to do that they're going to fly to the game every time they play and fly back to Mexico. Apparently it's a 55-minute flight or something.
If it's
like
a private jet,
that. Yeah. No, it probably will be.
then I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 55 minutes.
Right.
So, you have no jet lag and it's not no high altitude or anything like that. But it still just don't make any sense.
When I first heard it, I was just like, damn, they're going to be exhausted from all that travel. Then I'm thinking, actually, no, they're going to
55
be...
minutes not bad, but it's not ideal either.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm just hoping that we will just get some football and everything will be fine because war they are about the place and I can imagine some Americans upon watch me when them come, you know. So I can't imagine the security for their games, you know.
Maybe people won't even be allowed.
Yeah, it must be ridiculous. So I'm just hoping that the governments won't spoil our greatest show on earth. It happens once every 4 years. First time, 48 teams, and we just want to enjoy it, you know. So
Yeah.
hopefully the politics won't get involved.
Yeah.
Even though you think it probably is involved already. Let's see. Yeah. Remember, folks, tell us what I am going to get after Brazil.
You know, but you look over respond, he lang got the rhythm for.
Oh, that is still going on. People still arguing about. Here, I have a question, though. I have a question. And I don't like, the dirty lyrics and when you're singing horrible things about women and stuff like that. But we should have when it on every single rhythm. I understand the Hill and Gully argument and I understand where Hill and Gully coming from. But don't we should have when we hear that on any kind of rhythm? I'm asking.
It's who you're arguing with, Neville.
Yeah, literally.
What you're responding to specifically.
What? No, I'm not
Are you talking about the fact that I brought up that Madame Fae Ellington was on Sleep Radio this morning?
Who is my best friend. I call her Fae Bellina. And I heard her complaining. And I agree with her. I'm just suggesting that shouldn't that discussion take place with all of
Has the discussion not been taking place?
I'm asking. I don't know if I've heard people, and I say it, I've heard people say no, that them don't want to hear that and that don't make any sense, and you're role models and the youth and stuff like that. But this one seemed to have a little bit more traction.
Yeah, because of the significance of the rhythm. Like the rhythm is a cultural phenomenon or whatever the word should be. Mm-hmm. It's used in JCDC, it's used a lot in various spaces, and like growing up you learn about the rhythm, you got to, if you're involved in performing arts or visual arts or whatever, you'll definitely hear that growing up a lot. And so I think in this instance it is more about where the rhythm is coming from and the significance to the country versus just the lyrics on their own, because people talk about slack lyrics all the time. Sure, I think that this is getting more attention because of the choice of rhythm.
And what should happen now?
Nothing should happen, but she can't talk up.
No, I have no issue with what
She said I must stop the slackness. That's
I have no issue with what Faye said, but what you do, I mean, it's out there already, so what you do? Tell the
You talk about it.
Tell the stations not to play, what you do. But then not on station, because if it's dirty, you wouldn't hear it on radio, but so what you do, how you correct, this is what I want to know.
I don't think her talking about it is her trying to correct anyone. I think she's just trying to bring awareness to the fact that like we don't always have to be talking about the same stock things all the time, and also we should have a certain level of respect for our culture that goes beyond just.
Yeah. I remember asking an artist this question years ago. So I'd ask you, you're an artist, do you write what you want me to hear, or do you write what you think the people want to hear?
I don't write what people. What was the second one? I don't even know what you just said.
No.
I write based on my feeling, and I write based on what I think people will connect to. But it stems from my experience.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, I asked that because,
No, I don't know.
The little youth, they want to hear the little, arms out something.
Oh, yeah. People definitely write for what them think people want to hear, sure, yes.
That's
but not
good,
me.
bad.
It's in either. I don't think there's any wrong or right way.
It's capitalism.
Yeah, I think whatever. Like you have to make money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's wrong. And if people like it, people like it. Like music is made to be enjoyed, whether you're doing it for yourself or for other people.
Yeah. I don't want to turn this into an intellectual conversation, but who must take licks for somebody deciding that I am going to do this on a rhythm like a Hill and Gully rhythm, which is our culture and all kind of thing? Is the person who do it, is the elder them where them are here, is we, who is that we want to hear? If anybody must take licks for it, who must take licks?
I don't think anybody can take licks except for the person who wrote the song. Like you can't tell somebody what to sing on a rhythm.
Yeah, but my point is, I am not going to write something that I don't think anybody ever want to hear and buy and all kind of stuff. So it must be coming from somewhere in my head.
But it's still you. You're still the person writing.
I accept that, but it must be coming from somewhere in my head and say, say if I sing this about Tahirah, the people will love this,
Yeah, but so what? It's still on you to do. It's still your choice to do it. So it is on you. Your question is, who is it on? It's on you. You making the choice to do what the people want is still your choice. You don't have to do what the people want. I'm not going out there singing slack songs just because I know say go catch a fire quick. What?
Yeah, but
it's still on me.
Yeah, but
even if that's what society wants. Why must they blame society for wanting slack songs? That's the world.
But
the heck?
be careful, you're not judging people on how you stay, because not everybody stay like Tahirah. Another person.
How is me?
No, I'm just saying that you might say, this is what I want to sing. Whether you're going to make money off it or not, this is what you want me to hear. Next person will sit down and say, if I sing about that, Barris told me this. Barris Hammond told me this. Barris have a thing. One thing.
One step ahead and you're out. One step behind.
One of the nicest soft tune, nice, lovely slow song. And me and him a joke one day, and I said, why you never continue to do that? And him say, him just won't make the money if that him there sing. Now he don't get me wrong, him sing some wonderful songs, and I've never heard him sing any slack song. I don't know if you get my point, but he was saying the reason him stopped that is because him didn't think he would make the money.
I know, but I'm trying to circle this back to the point you started by asking.
All I'm saying is that I'm not certain we can just point a finger at someone who does something wrong. That's all I'm saying. If it is wrong in the first place. What I'm saying is, how did that happen? Where did that come from? Is somebody else the person here, somebody else, or you just point at him and say, you should know better.
Never, you're saying, don't hate the player, hate the game?
Basically.
That's what you're saying?
It's a good argument, too. I think so. I see it.
In other words, I don't think there's any artist out there that is going to make a song that them don't think the people will like. Period.
You don't think that there's any artist out there that would?
Will do a song that him don't think the people them will like.
When Valiant gets in the booth, the woman them want wine when them hear him voice, So, yes, Hill and Gully rhythm, but him have a job to do.
Yeah, no, I get that. Me, as a girl who love music, it's boring. That's what it is. It's like the people want it, but you have to do it in a more creative way. And also, again, for me, in this instance, it is the rhythm. The rhythm has significance. Whether you want to accept it, whether you want to not accept it, whether they want to pretend like it don't exist or not, the rhythm has significance to the culture and to the country. So if this is being blown up bigger than every other slack song, there's a reason for it. Okay, whether people want to hear slack song or not, them can hear slack song on any rhythm. That's the point.
So you mean I can't make a slack song on the national anthem rhythm or something?
No, go ahead. Never want it. Never said the people want it. Never said that's what the streets want. Never said that's what the streets want. So if the streets want it, then we cannot blame anything.
They are misrepresenting Neville. Neville never said nothing.
Never said don't hate the player, hate the game. If the game is that the slack song they must drop on the national anthem, then
Neville never
that's
said
what it is.
anything like that. You
on
mentioned
the grill weekend during independence and emancipation.
All the dum-dum.
Yeah, man.
Dum-dum.
Yeah, Jamaica, boom, yeah.
Jamaica, boom, one drop. Let me tell you this.
Neville not involved in this, yeah?
Never said
By the way,
don't hate the player.
I heard Adrian talk about Minister Tufton, and on Labor Day, Simone and I, we were trying to bet with everybody how many kids would be born on Labor Day. So we had a little bet, So I think Simone said 9, and me said 5, and somebody said 6, and then somebody sent me something. Around 89 to 95 babies are born every day in Jamaica.
And them tell me to have picnic? Stop it. Stop it. Who said that? Where's
somebody send it to me around 89. So when you were they put 5 and 9 and thing, and the man said it to me, 89, it says it works out to roughly 32,500 to 34,700 birds every year.
That's why the traffic's so bad. The school them too full, man. That's right, yeah.
And I mean them happy.
No, but my point, why are we complaining?
And I mean them happy.
When 100 youth born every day.
We have room for them? No, man.
Listen, we barely have room for the moms in hospitals to give birth.
And this is why we need to not put slack songs on Hillary.
Listen, that's what they got about bread. We have to stop the breading. We don't need any more. Why can't you guys get it?
We need to start singing about saving your money.
Yeah, and going to market and selling ackee and them things there.
Yeah.
Go down Manuel Road.
Leave the mothers. Let them have their children and have some fun with their children. But the
We're
89,
not bothered by the mothers. We're bothered by the people telling the girls who don't want to be mothers to be mothers.
yeah, the 89 it kind of found it surprising. Speaking
Yeah,
of mothers, you have a question.
Speaking of mothers, we did a question on Neville's story that was, what was one thing your mom was right about? Neville has not seen the responses, so we're going to go through them now. You think they're going to be funny? Some of them are funny. Okay, Kirkpatrick Wilson starts off strong with, money doesn't grow on trees. Obviously, we all learned that. Mark 9 says, there is food at home. That was funny. I was like, is there? No, there is food at home. But not gonna lie. Okay, this one said, oh wait, the yard man said that a person's spirit never take her. That, I feel like when you're young, you don't really get that. When people are like, my spirit does not take them. But now I'm like, no, my
It's
spirit.
different now that you're
Yeah,
older.
definitely get that. Okay, this one says, I don't even know. Moisha Hughes says, the type of friends we choose to surround ourselves with will either help you or break you.
True.
That one's deep in it.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me go to her. Lee Kimona says, my mother say, man not running away.
Saying I have to run them down.
Trust me. What you should have said is they're gonna run you down.
Literally.
Just come.
Come see. Come see and they will find you. in response, somebody else said, well, D Shan said, my mother was right about staying away from man. I was like, yup. Okay, the next one is Browning 21 says, don't grudge people for what them have. You kind of talked about that last week when we were talking about watering the green grass, and you're like, the grass is greenest where you water it.
Yep.
That was a gem.
Yep.
That was a gem. Okay, this one said, Alicia S said, sex can't wait.
How long? I just asking.
Thoughts?
Until you're married.
Is that your recommendation, Never?
Yes. Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
I say recommend no sex before marriage.
Yeah, no,
You waited till
How many
marriage, never?
kids? How many kids
You
you have?
waited till
Neville?
marriage? Yeah.
I've never been married, so
I don't have any children.
I have 4 kids.
So we know how he feels about that one for real. Shay I says, adulthood, it's the ghetto. I said yes. That's facts. Tashan Johnny said, my mother said, don't get any baby until I achieve my goals. Did you achieve your goals before you had your 4 kids?
I had one goal as a little boy was to play professional football. And yes, I was playing professional football before I became a father.
Ooh, so Neville's better than you guys.
No.
Okay. Shanique _Hansel29 says, not everybody is your friend.
That was true even now.
But you said that was true even now?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
No, not everybody. Not everybody is your friend.
I think those were the funniest ones, to be fair.
But did your mom tell you that's true?
I'm the baddest bitch on earth.
That's what you said?
Yep. What did your mom tell you?
Mama, 100 million things.
Academics.
Yeah. Mama said the way to get out of hard life and poverty is through academics, through education. And she was right, actually.
Oh, see, well, nobody said anything about education except teacher _lady friend. She said, an aimless man will leech off you because you're educated, ambitious, and get things done.
Yeah.
Which I feel is true about anybody who is
Mama
a
was
leech.
heavy. Mama was heavy into education, school. That was her thing. Never had a plan B. I mean, she genuinely never had a plan B. And I think somebody asked me if I saw my mother now because she's passed, obviously, what I would say to her. And I think I'd say I'm sorry because I didn't take that road that she wanted me to take. And I think that hurt her. I think in the end, she probably was proud of me because I am, in the media and stuff. But it did burn her that I didn't finish school in Jamaica. That it really hurt her. And it worked for her because my siblings are brilliant academically. Brilliant.
Interesting. I find it interesting that you say that you'd apologize. Apologize for hurting her.
Yeah, because I think it did. I think it did. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, and she had a lot of pride, so she.
I know, but I honestly, I kind of take issue with the fact that you would apologize, because I feel like even though it wasn't her desire, like, you still did well and represented yourself well, and it wasn't on an academic journey.
Yeah, but it was later on in my life. I started the media in my 30s.
And that's fine.
No, but she didn't see that. If you
Right.
understand what I'm saying,
I understand what you're saying. I just think that you shouldn't have to apologize because you lived your life in a different way than what was desired by someone else. I don't think you should apologize for that. I think you can apologize for hurting her, or like, you know, like be sad that your decision hurt her, but I don't think you should ever apologize for the way you chose to live your life, ever. Unless you're a shit person, which Neville is not, so obviously, you know, different strokes. But yeah, I think my mother never pressured me with the academic thing because she wasn't the strongest academic, you know, so she couldn't really give me too much talking with that. My parents were always very encouraging. My father was like a school scholastic, you know, whatever. So I think people wanted me to apply myself more, but also, like, you know, I was very easily distracted and yada yada yada. And I think because my mother struggled during school in certain subjects, obviously, but understood struggling through school, I think it allowed her to give me more space, and I was able to explore other things. Like, I went to school, sure, but the schoolwork was not my life. Dancing, singing, those things were like, the extracurriculars were more my life than the whole academic thing, but they still wanted me to get my degree and all that stuff. So
I think it's probably the most difficult job in history, is to be a parent.
100%. That's why
I think it is so difficult, and there are your kids all when them reach your age.
Exactly.
Them is your kids, you know. So it is incredibly tough, and we all have different styles, you know. My mother had a difficulty with one of my friends because with mama you had to say yes, mama, no, mama, yes, Mrs. Bell, no, Mrs. Bell, and he didn't, and she just never like how him go on. But then one day I was at his place, and his mother called him and said, yeah. And she said, come here. I said, soon come. So I kind of go, okay then. Because if me never try that,
no, I could never
she knock off my head.
She'd be like, yes, huh?
It was no problem. It was no problem. I told this story about my grandkids got themselves in problem, one of them. And my daughter and her husband put him out, you know. So I got involved and, you know, kind of told him apologize and stuff. And he did. And, you know, everything worked out. You know how he started the apology? Yo, guys.
Stop.
I'm serious.
Stop it now.
That's how he started the apology.
Stop it.
He said, yo, guys. No, but we had this discussion about whether it was disrespectful or not. But obviously he knew he could get away with that.
Right.
It was disrespectful to his parents.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my mother was, he must have, but at his place, his mother never had a problem, you know? But with mama, if you come into the house and my mother is there and you're sitting down and say, good afternoon, Mrs. Beck, she just stop and look at you, so. I said, no. You get up. Yeah, man. You used to just so long way, so I say,
Queen of England.
no, man, she would say, no, you get up and you say, good afternoon, Mrs.
Get
Beck.
up is crazy.
Yeah, man, no.
Yeah, no. If
And
somebody came...
Men supposed to get up when they greet.
Yeah, men.
Yeah, but we're little boys, so you know, you don't.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But she, and as I said, that was how she stayed from day one to
Yeah,
day.
if somebody came to the house and didn't say, like, Auntie Marjorie and, like, tried to call my mother Marjorie or, like, whatever, she'd be like, they're not coming back.
No, well,
So they learn some manners, they're not gonna come back here.
yeah, so she was very strict in that area, and at the time you kind of feel say, dear God, allow me. But no, you kind of see where she was coming from and what she was trying to do, you know. So, and as Adrian said, yeah, you should get up if a lady enters the room and stuff like that. But I don't think people do themselves that anymore.
They don't. We already
The
talked
older
about
I
it.
get, the more I appreciate it for real. Like those parents, like my parents, who would insist that you do simple pleasantries and take off your hat and whatever. I get it because now I'm like, these young people don't know anything.
Manners, them's
like,
a zero. It's like it doesn't exist.
You see
my
in Bolt,
God.
in Usain Bolt's book and in the interview, he said his father told him when he was a little boy, going to school, primary school, or he must say good morning to everybody that him pass. And him say every single morning him pass this lady and him say good morning, and the lady don't respond. So him just say, well, one morning him just say, boy, I can't bother tell her morning because she not going to respond. And he didn't tell her morning. Well, when him come from school, she was sitting on his veranda with his father. Serious, it's in his book.
He failed the test.
Yeah, and the father said, but I told her. And he said, but she don't respond. And the father said, I told you. So him say, every morning pass. Him have to say good morning to her.
She don't have no manners.
No, literally, it could never be me. I'd be like, no.
No, when if she didn't respond to me 2-3 times, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah,
but
100%.
my point is, that's how strict
They were
at the
back
time.
in the
And that
day.
was just to show him, to be...
I think what it is it's like even growing up, I think obviously some of the rules that we have are archaic now, but I feel like when you like growing up, I feel like when people are so strict with us or like so determined to have us learn manners, I feel like because we were like, I don't want to blame the parents now, but when I think because people are so pressuring, it's like the parents now eased up because it was so pressuring for them, but because they've now eased up, the children have zero, like the baseline, the bar is so low. It is so crazy to me. I'm like, you guys are even in instances where like I'm working with people who are young or whatever, or hear stories about like I had a friend who is a manager of property or was, and she had like somebody who was working for her, right? Like an intern. And the way the intern would speak to her, it's like, you're never gonna keep a job if you think that you can speak to your superiors like that. And if you're speaking to your superiors like that, how do you talk to your parents? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so bizarre to me. And I think that because I don't know.
We're
I don't
all equal
know.
under God.
Adrian says something sometimes.
But you have some parents who feel that...
Official devil's advocate.
Let me tell you.
You have some parents who feel that they have to be friends
With their kids, which is the
Exactly.
problem.
That is
But you can be friends with, let me tell you these people, you can be friends with your kids and teach them manners at the same time, yeah?
Of course.
It doesn't have to be one or the other.
As a matter of fact, you should be friends. As a matter of fact, you should be friends with them.
You should be right.
Yeah.
You should be friends with them.
Yeah.
They should want to come and talk to you about things and them things there. But they should also know, don't mess up.
Don't fresh yourself.
Yeah, don't mess
Don't
up.
lose your place.
There should be an element. There should still be a hint
Don't
of
get
fear
fresh.
in the friendship.
Don't lose your place.
Yeah. So, anyway, shout out to all the moms.
Well, by the way, finally, let me say what your mama said will make sense. I can't tell you what my mama said that never make no sense.
True.
Eh? If you don't stop cry, I will give you something to cry for. Well, somebody explained that to me. Because I'm not cry already.
Yeah, but she never gave you anything to cry for.
That don't make no sense to me.
She
makes
said
sense,
it makes sense, you know.
Makes sense.
No, but
sense.
clearly
It does
him and
make
her
sense.
disagree. Clearly he had a reason to
I'm screaming.
We don't want to hear that today, but you're trying to hear that today. It never make no sense, but if you don't stop cry, I will give you something to cry about. When me don't cry already, we will give me again for cry about.
You're crying for the wrong reason.
Right. She said this is not
I'll bust
it.
your ass and
Right.
then you can cry.
Then you can
I
cry.
feel better
Nice,
if
you said them
cry.
thing there.
No, but my mother used to say.
Yeah, man.
My mother said it to me too.
Yeah, mine too.
Regular.
They learn that in parent school.
Yeah, no, 100%. There has to be a curriculum because what?
Anyway, mama, wherever you them, I love you.
Oh, cute. I know where you are, mom. You're at home. I love you.
For me was don't follow company. Like there are so many versions of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And about being an individual.
Yeah.
Nothing
And,
parents hate more than friends, you know.
No, I swear, it's honestly crazy.
I'm going to jump off a cliff.
Are you gonna jump too? Yeah, I hate that question. I'm like, maybe it depends on the cliff. You know what I'm saying? What's the vibe? How deep is the water?
Are they having fun?
Are they having fun? Is everybody surviving? Exactly. Where are we? What country? Are we
And I
traveling?
go to mama and say, mama, can go down the road? And she said, go down the road that you're going to lean up on the light post. So when she said, when you go down the road, what you mean by that?
But me and my friend never go down the road.
She said, but where are you going?
What's the
You
point?
wanna go down
What's the
road?
destination?
And how long? It's 4 o'clock, be back here by 6.
No, even now, if I leave the house, if I don't come back by certain, my mother call me and I'm like, Mom, I'm grown. Can I live my life
That's-
without reporting?
I like that.
You like what?
You must report to your mother.
Report to what? No, I'll update her, but on my timing.
But when I say report, don't get me wrong. But if it makes her feel better at this,
No, I'm living my life for myself. That
Okay.
people need to learn.
My mom calls me every day
Yeah.
at my big age.
Yeah.
Every day.
I don't mind the calling, I don't mind the chit chat one time for the day. I live with my mother. Like, if you see me leave the house and you know where I'm going, why are you calling me?
because she wants to know that you are safe and okay.
I am.
But she don't know that's
But
what
she can
No
message me.
greater love than
She
that.
can message me. I'm mother's love, I know. That's why I don't want to be a mother. I told you guys that already. Neville has so much hope and faith in the government, guys, and I just think these things that I just feel like week after week, after story after story after story. Even Auntie Faye this morning was talking about the whole language thing on Sleek Radio, when she was saying like she thinks we should be allowed to speak the Jamaican language. As she said, she's like, don't call it patois, because I feel like when you say patois, it gives off a derogatory term, and it's not derogatory to foreigners. It's like derogatory to people here who have certain status or whatever. You know, like it's like people look down on you if you don't speak standard English, right? Mm-hmm. She's saying that she doesn't think that should be the case, and the reason, she was like, also you need to look at the history of everything, because the reason that standard English was chosen as the language to be spoken in Parliament is because of the variety of different like people that we had coming in. We had Ghanaians, we had Chinese, you know, so everybody had, right. So to allow everybody to have one understanding, English is the universal language from way back when, I guess. And so that's why it was chosen to be the official language in Parliament. However, we gained independence in 1962 or whenever the heck. Yeah. That's right. School. Yeah. And basically she say, yo, we need to be more open to hearing it. And she had a conversation with Nikisha as well, and she was talking about the fact that she only had 2 sentences in English, which is something that you also shared in patois, sorry, which also you shared about your conversation with her. And she thinks that, yeah, it's like, and then after she was saying that immediately after the speaker said no English, whatever, she heard somebody in the background say, yo, like they would have said, Lord have mercy, what's going on? What going on, sir? Or something like that. And she was like, I wanted to drive down there in my own car and be like, who just said that? Because you guys said that what's up is speaking inside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like,
first thing, I'll tell you, I say a while about that, never have so much hope in the government. I have hope in my people. It's interesting because I did interview Miss Burrell, and at the end of it I got a number of comments. Burchell. And at the end of it I got a number of comments. I decided to focus on 4 of those comments because of who they came from. 2 of them said almost the exact thing in saying their dissatisfaction with how I handled the interview. 2 of them. And 2 of them said almost the exact thing on how well I did in the interview. And I just wanted to clear up one thing about that. I think some people, obviously because of how they thought the interview went, were thinking that I suggested that she should not have spoken patois in Parliament, and patois should not be spoken in Parliament. Well, that is not even close to the truth. I actually think they should be allowed to speak patois. My thing, as everyone here knows, is that I don't think you should just break rules willy-nilly. And my 2 friends who gave me a hard time said almost the same thing that these people said to me when I said what I said about Dr. Brown Burke. And I said I thought she was wrong because she knew that she was doing something wrong. So that's my point. My point is not whether patois should be spoken. And I say again, I think it should be allowed. And to be fair, she did say she only wrote 2 sentences in patois. A question I asked her, because last October, I think it was, Member of Parliament Terry Long, the Cuban ambassador, was in Parliament, and he started to speak in Spanish. His colleague, Mr. Warmington, get up and say, hold on a little bit, man. That can't go on, because things must be in English and I must be able to understand. The same House Speaker said, Mr. Terry Long came to me before and asked me if he could do that, and I gave him permission. So one question I asked her is if she thought that she could have done that. Because I even suggested that maybe the Speaker could have been a little bit more flexible and kind of hear where she going first before he jump in, because, again, she only said it was 2 sentences. Whether the Speaker knew that or not, I didn't know. But my only point in all of this, and even when I say that, they use the same examples that these people use when I spoke about Dr. Brown Burke, that sometimes you have to do them thing there to effect change. I think not everything needs to go all the way down there. And I agree with my friends who give me a hard time, but I'm not running down the road fully with them that you need to go. Some things can be changed in other ways. And especially in Parliament, these are the people who can effect change. These are our lawmakers.
Who determines the rules? Okay, this is where I'm trying to get to.
You're asking if it's at the speaker's discretion.
Right.
Since she can give permission.
She can give permission.
But that's what she said. When Mr. Warmington got up and said, you cannot be speaking Spanish, I don't understand. And he
The
got
speaker
up and
said-
he said, this like it must be the Constitution. And he said, this must be in English and I can understand. And she said, I heard her, she said, Mr. Tahirah came to me before and asked if he could do it and I gave him permission. That's what she said.
So the law says
The speaker
only
has-
English unless you get talk to the Speaker of the House.
Well, the law
Right.
says standard English. I don't know if you can, the law says go talk to the
Right,
speaker,
so
but
that's
the
my
law-
thing. It's
the
like,
law
who-
said standard
So
English.
why she broke
So,
it for why she broke
exactly.
the law for Tahirah?
Exactly. Why she break the law for a
Or for
Spanish
mute her
speaker?
mic too. Yeah, well, there's something.
I don't know. But my point is, all I'm trying to say is that I have no issue with them speaking patois. And as my friends, my two friends really gave me a hard time. And they said almost the same thing. I mean, you guys told me that with Dr. Brown Burke, that, sometimes you have to do that to get there. And I do, that's a fact. I mean, we have heroes who have done things against the law that work for everybody in society.
Take away the quotes against the law.
That work for everybody in society. So I accept that, but I'm still saying it's not everything that needs to be changed. You have to go down that road.
But I don't think that. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah. I don't think that
If the speaker
we're
would
doing
just
it.
allow two
I know.
lines of
I feel like
patois.
you don't even have to change. Like I
Then-
feel like it speaks to a deeper problem because why do we have to change our whole constitution to
Yeah.
speak?
And you know what?
To speak
All of
two
them
lines of
and
patois.
all of them talk patois.
That's the
in their
thing,
presentation.
and that was my point. Who was I talking to about this? I was talking to somebody about this, and I was like, in every parliament clip I ever see, I be your patois.
Well,
I didn't even know.
I
I didn't even know that there was a law.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to speak standard English in Parliament only because of how much when the one them I go back and forth.
Yeah, man.
You don't know. Nobody. No, if somebody had told me that outside of this context, I would not believe them.
No,
I'd be like, no, you need to check the facts.
presentations. They speak patois.
But that's the thing. When they're talking to each other, opposite sides, they're talking. But when they're trying to throw a shade, them are talking about
No,
what.
but my point is even in their presentation, official
official
presentation, they speak patois.
Yeah, see,
but I
I
mean, they
just
might
don't
show
know.
something in, and them not going to start and say, because she said, when I asked her, I said, was that everything in patois? She said, no, just the first two sentences.
But it goes back to her whole, I think.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the
should be
House.
neutral.
Right.
Should be neutral.
And so I
Yeah.
feel like if that was more the case, then we wouldn't be in this
Yeah,
situation.
because we both said it. I don't know if I've ever heard the speaker having an argument with a member of the government.
Literally.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I've never
heard,
seen. I've never seen.
Maybe it's when I'm not
never.
watching.
It's all- I've-
Stage one for us.
No,
They need to stage
they
one
have
for
to
us.
because at
But
this
seriously,
point,
I don't know if I've
at
ever
this
heard her
point,
having an
literally.
argument with a member
And
of
Miss
the
Burchell
government.
herself said like she heard Julia was doing an interview, and in her interview she said, "I'm learning to be fair." You can't be learning to be fair in a position where you should already know how to be fair.
And that's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the reason you should get that position.
Exactly.
You're
Because
fair.
you are fair. That's the reason to have the position,
That's the
because you
reason
are
you
known
should
to
get
be
it.
fair.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be given the position and be like, yeah, man, just go and learn how to be fair as you go along. Like, no, that's not
So
how
what
it's
you
supposed
guys
to go.
think is the reason she got it then?
I can't speak to that.
I think it's a rule that the Speaker of the House has to come from the governing party.
Could have been anybody but her.
She specifically got it, so
I
she don't know
don't
to be fair yet.
I don't know. No, I'm not saying she's not fair. I'm not saying
No,
that.
she said it. So
She said she's learning, right?
Make she said that. I am not saying she's not fair. I'm just saying the Speaker of the House, in my opinion, should be neutral.
Who chooses the speaker?
I guess.
Prime Minister.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, the Prime Minister himself.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So I was hearing this discussion about somebody who went into a restaurant with a shorts. Them say you can't come in with the shorts, and then them say about 19 people come out to have on shorts. What was that? No, them just never like that
90
lady shorts.
people is so bad.
No, I mean I'm exaggerating, but it's what, because her shorts was too short. This is because what? What was the issue?
So, word on the street is Steakhouse. What the name? Steakhouse on the veranda. Devon knows.
Something so.
Told a woman that she was unable to enter their establishment because she had on shorts. That was what was said. Shortly afterwards, she recorded two ladies who were whites who were in shorts.
Asian.
Were they Asian?
Yeah.
Oh, they were Asian. My apologies. They were walking out of the restaurant in shorts, right? Now, the
And
shorts that they were...
beautiful black queen.
Right,
That's
she's a
what
dark
I said.
skin.
Put that in.
Dark-skinned queen. She's basically saying that we need to stop classism and favoritism for lighter skin tones in this country because the sign said no shots and she was turned away, so they should also have been turned away. But they were given favor, in her opinion, because they were either tourists or fair-skinned Jamaicans.
Okay. Oh, does it matter? Does it matter where the shots stop or it's just shots? In other words, this squeeze all the way down the mind.
I mean, Jamaica is very specific and very stringent with them rules. So they will have a sign where say no shots, no shots, no flip flop. You know what I'm saying? The sign never said no shorts. The sign never right. It never said
But
no
in their
showing.
response to her, because I responded to her in her DMs and she showed. And they said it's because she wearing like batty rider shorts.
Right, which she responded and saying
them rules.
exactly, and also she responded at the beginning of the video. She shows her outfit briefly, very briefly. Some people missed it, and it's like she has on an oversized shirt that's longer than the short itself. So it's like not only are you not seeing the shorts, her top is so long. Obviously, it's covering what she's wearing beneath,
How
right?
did it look to you? Was it appropriate?
He's a dark skinned girl, you know, so I'll stand on the side of a dark skinned girl regardless.
Yeah, but you're also a bright dark skinned girl. So
Right.
How did it look? Did it look appropriate to you?
It looked like short shorts with a long shirt over it. I couldn't see her body jaw. Like I don't think it's so. I feel like it's just so
So
insignificant.
what is the narrative that they should have allowed her or they shouldn't have allowed the other people? What
One
is
or
it?
the other. There is no specific response into how they should have handled the situation. Whether both should have been. The situation is just that you should get fair treatment regardless of what you look like. They responded. Honestly, their response was disgusting because not only did they respond to her in her DM saying like it wasn't discrimination, their response to her saying like screw you guys was we will continue to pray for your mental health. Now let me tell you. That was rude as heck. And if it was me, them would have to see me again. I would have wear my long pants, you can't tell me nothing, but would have seen me again, right? I think that was so rude. And then obviously the restaurant came out, like the owners apparently came out and said that they stand by the decision of their staff. The rule is no shorts and what she was wearing was like inappropriate. Me, as a dark-skinned girl, definitely experienced classism in this country. Definitely experienced, I wouldn't say racism necessarily, but maybe little racism in it, to be honest, because like I feel like I don't consider racism because I experience it not only from, well, I guess racism when I experience it from lighter people, right? But I also experience it. But yeah, but I think that racism has a specific term, so it's like black people can't be racist against black people or some shit like that. But I know I don't subscribe to that either. But I think that black people definitely in this country sometimes, like for example, me, I went to Chilitos one day. Told this story before. I went to Chilitos one day. I parked my car well. Everybody there was parked well. No issues. I come out to my car now. There's a girl who just parked right beside me and she was very lean, right? So the security woman with her and was like, you need to fix up your car because you're not parked well. And she was just like, oh, it's because that person's not parked well. And I was the person she was talking about. So I turned around and I was just like, who's not parked well? And she was like, and I was like, no, who's not parked well? I said, you're the last person in the line. How is everybody else going to be in the line parked well and you're not parked well? Like, make it make sense. And she honestly couldn't respond because what she going to say? Obviously, it's not us. And the security was like, hemming and hawing, and then allowed her to go inside. But I've been in Chilitos parking lots when I don't fix properly and the security goes back and forth until I move my car. So what is it in that situation? You know what I'm saying? And that was like, I did a TikTok about it and people are like, I'm not hearing the classes in blah blah blah, but that's what it is. Like, it's so, you're so used to it and it's so in your face all the time. It's like sometimes you don't even realize it's happening to you.
Big
But
up
it's
Chilitos, same way. Big
May
up my
I-
friend them over there. Not the
May I
security
play-
guard.
Not the security guard,
Not
them.
the
The food,
security
yeah man, the
man
food
that
nice
they-
still.
they-
Because
May I play devil's
But-
advocate?
no, you're a light
But
skinned
what
body.
Tahirah is describing is colorism.
Right.
Which is a specific type of racism.
Racism.
So it's
All the ism them.
May I-
Some
All the ism them.
I played devil's advocate for a while. Let's go back to the first one at the restaurant. So what if the rule said, all right, no shorts, accepted. But everybody comes in a shorts, something like what I have on down here. And they say, all right, I'm flexible enough to say you can come in. But then somebody else comes with the shorts up here.
That's the story.
No. That's why I'm asking the question. Would you have a problem if even though they said no shorts and you come in as shorts, but the shorts down here, and then we can say, all right, we will allow that. But the next person come with a shorts up here, and they say we're not going to allow that. We're not talking about whether it's black, white, blue, or brown. But the
only difference is like what's the I don't understand. Like
The question is that you're in the story.
yeah, but is it I can't. What's the question? Like, should they be allowed or not allowed?
no, that's what I'm saying. What if they said that person with the body rider?
I think shorts is shorts. If you say no shorts, I don't care what the length of the shorts is. It's no shorts. That's what I'm saying. Like, that will always be my response. My response is your rule is your. I don't disagree with it. You know, if the rule is the rule, the rule is the rule.
No, I accept that. But we are talking about flexibility now. So
no, there's no flexibility. That's my answer.
Okay.
There's no flexibility.
Well,
if there's no shots, there's no shots.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, okay, but flexibility should be for everybody.
The parliament conversation.
Flexibility should be for everybody.
Flexibility.
No, but I actually said...
True.
But there are rules, remember the rules.
But I actually said...
There are rules, exactly. If the rule is the rule, is the rule. Exactly.
You have to play
It's
by
me
the
them
rules.
jumping,
Exactly.
jumping and but them don't know some shoulder broad, so I can take it. I'm not suggesting that you must break the rule. I'm just saying we are talking about being flexible.
No.
No, I am talking about being flexible, not you. So I am suggesting that all right, the rule say no shots, and I can live with that. And I hear what you say. But then I will turn up and the whole of the shots down here, and because I feel good and I don't want to get to it. You know?
I don't have a problem with me. My thing is, I'm not like you. I'm good with flexing the rules, right? I'm good, but the flexing other rules have to be equal for everybody else.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter the length. It doesn't matter if you're gonna if you're gonna flex the rules, whether the shorts long or not. You have to flex the rules for everybody. You're like, well, we normally say no shorts, but today we'll allow everybody in shorts. You can be flexible in that way, sure, but don't be flexible depending on skin color.
Subjective, Neville. It's too subjective.
Yeah, because you're light skinned.
and
Neville disagrees because he's a light skinned body and gets light skin privilege. He doesn't understand the struggle of a dark skinned person. That's what it is. To be honest, I think that really does play a part.
From them say
But
no
also,
shorts, it
Neville's
needs to
assuming
be...
everybody's gonna be fair, 'Cause
Right,
when
which
something
everybody's
is
not
so
like you.
subjective,
Yeah.
you know, and some people are only just learning to be fair. It becomes a gray area.
By the way, it was a hypothetical question. Yeah?
No, it was an
but
actual
I'm
situation.
And nobody still
saying-
not answer me.
Why I don't understand why you're saying
we're
it.
saying that,
You're
that
right.
no one should have been
Been
allowed.
allowed,
You
yeah.
in your long shorts or Tahirah in
We
her
just don't
booty
agree.
shorts.
It's not that we don't
Neither
answer.
of you should be allowed in.
From them say no shorts,
No
no knees,
shots.
no knees supposed to
Yeah.
show in
If
the
you go to
establishment.
tax office in what you call
Spaghetti
it?
strap
a camisole,
or
you're not
sleeveless.
going in.
Exactly.
You could have white, black,
Them
green,
could be more
yellow.
flexible with that.
One thing, Jamaica too hot for all the clothing rules.
Screaming. No, mommy
Too hot.
One time my mother day in a Andrew's hospital, and because I had my Adidas slides, I couldn't go inside.
No, me agree with that. With the khaki, with the youth, and we're with the police
It's
uniform,
too
it just
thick.
look very, very
It's
hot to me. And then, even though I understand what this is done, why this is done, don't get me wrong, I still have an issue with some of these young ladies, I say, with a school skirt that comes down to the ankle. Not in this heat. I understand why they're saying that, you know.
Modesty.
Because,
Modesty is important.
modesty is important, but I think it's more than that. I think because of our behavior as men, you know, them kind of not trying to encourage us to do no stupidness with these young girls. But I still don't think it makes sense to have a...
Women suffering from men's choices as per.
But isn't that...
It's
As
really
per-
what's
yeah.
happening.
Isn't that the truth, no?
No, yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying
So I'm not
I agree.
suggesting that you're not doing it for the right reasons. But again, with this heat and...
No, yeah, I agree.
It, to me, just don't make any sense. And I mean, it can be long, you know, but it don't have to be all the way down here.
No,
I mean,
100%,
You know,
yeah.
you know.
I would never.
Yeah, at Hampton it was 2 inches.
Right, so it can be long, but it don't have to be all the way.
At Campion, it was a joke.
Hampton would never.
I used to like
You see, that's why I
Campion
Let me tell you.
skirt length.
Yeah, but let me tell you, Campion. Big up my school.
So you never have no rules?
No, we had rules, but you could Jimmy screenshot it. Like my skirts were like at my knee, a little bit You know, I'm a little one-shot skirt where you're up on a Friday.
You couldn't go ham.
So what will happen?
Absolutely
now?
not.
Or what has happened at the end of this story?
Nothing. The restaurant acted like there was nothing that happened. Everybody in the comments is like, y'all are racist and colorist as hell. We're never coming back. So thank God. At least hopefully they'll have some kind of like negative repercussion financially, even if it's just for a small stint. But I feel like, the response was disgusting.
That was probably the only black girl for the day still. So I don't know.
No, 100%. No, it's not the black people I don't expect to go back, you know. Like, I expect the light-skinned people. Like, I have a light-skinned friend who was in the comments and he was just like, steakhouse nasty me again. Yeah, you know that it's...
Ally.
Right. It's the allies that we need to follow through. Like, the dark-skinned people, like, no. It's like...
No black Jamaicans going steakhouse again, unless I want to sponsor cream or sugar. And
then we're inside.
Then we're inside. Yeah, but I'm going on my shorts. I'll be inside in my shorts.
Okay.
Best believe that.
We're in episode 9, are we?
Yeah, why?
So I've been working with Adrian for 9 episodes. Well, I don't know what I'm going with him today about.
Everybody say what today?
I don't know what. I think episode 10 you're going to see him sitting right here. I think I'm working one. I don't know what happened, but I will just
no. If me and Adrian are to see her, I think me and Adrian would be too sassy together for the world to literally handle like the sarcasm.
I only want to know what is in his cup. Come on, want some because they are telling
water.
What's in his brain?
Yeah, I think the next thing I want to talk about, I think I know your response already. This billboard.
What do you know about me?
Everything. This billboard.
Where's that road boy?
That everybody have an issue with. But here the biggest issue with me. I didn't even want to talk about what is on the billboard. But and my friends here tell me that apparently you can't control the powers that be, and I'm being serious. This is a question I'm asking. The powers that be don't control before it goes up. What is on a billboard in the country? You don't have that. You don't have a a department or the mayor. Nobody don't see what go on before it go up there.
So the municipal authorities have to approve on a structural level the billboard before it goes up, because we have all kind of zoning laws and different rules. Yeah, and it is construction, right? Yeah. So you're putting up a billboard. You have to ensure that it's not hanging over in the road. Yeah, somebody walking on the sidewalk and it looking off their head, or it's too high up, or you bring it out into the road, or there are different structural things that they monitor, and if you are in breach, they're gonna take it down, right? And you're gonna have to pay a fine. Up until Rude Boy, nobody was approving or reviewing the content of the billboard, because brands are supposed to be ethical. More than likely, you're working with an ad agency, you're working with an outdoor agency, you're probably a part of the Advertising Association of Jamaica, and so you have all of these ethical rules that you would have been abiding by. So I personally don't think there was any need to check the content of outdoor ads before. But now, with this Rude Boy thing, we're proving that we might have to check.
I mean, disagree with that, because that was shocking to me.
Why was it so shocking?
Because it could mean that I could just put up a billboard. I mean, nobody would do this and tell somebody about their mother up on the billboard, and then somebody say,
this guy?
How that reached there? And, but to me, all of that, there must be some department, company, boss, mayor assistant, somebody who says, all right, you want to put up a billboard? What's on the billboard? Okay, where are you going to put it up? All right, no problem.
I mean, you would declare that it's for X brand, but you're not going to say
here's the
saying,
graphics,
jump off a cliff and do drugs. You don't tell them exactly what it's saying.
Well, I think they should.
No, but that's a conversation now.
Yeah,
that they are going to be reviewing the content of the billboards. But before, I think it was, because it's town planning, it's the planning department. So it's more about where things go, how they're put up, is the foundation sturdy, things that you know.
Like more practical.
No, I accept all of that,
Yeah.
and that should happen. But I still
That
think
was a quality
I still
assurance
think
that
I don't
was
have
happening.
content would be with the word used in this case. But you still should know, what I want.
For more
I guess
information
they didn't have the need for that information before, but now they're seeing where
yeah,
things are
no.
becoming more
they
risky.
still don't need. They're risky. I don't know. I think they're still gonna go up. I don't care. Magnum been doing a whole bunch of risky stuff. I don't.
But it's still within. It's risky.
I feel like if it wasn't, what's
but
the
it's
drama?
not.
What's the drama with this one? You guys actually think? Because I feel like if it was a Magnum billboard and the girl did like, I can't demonstrate now, but like if she was in like on her knees with her bottom cock up in the air with like a Magnum like this, you think it would be so much uproar?
But there would,
Or with like
that
a bottle on
wouldn't
her
be-
body?
But that wouldn't be on a billboard. It would be on a poster in a bar.
No, I'm saying
because
if
that's
Magnum
a
decided to do a billboard like that,
they wouldn't. But that's what I'm
because
saying.
they're responsible.
That brand wouldn't do
right?
that.
Got you.
They'd
Okay.
probably put it in a bar where men are drinking. Because men who are drinking want to see that, and that is indoors.
But if
and
they took a
children are not
chance-
really gonna see it because it's in a bar. But they wouldn't.
But if they took a chance, do you think that people would have less of an intense reaction because they're used to Magnum doing more risque things?
It may not have been as intense, but there would have been
A reaction
that
still.
same kind of outburst to say you can't
You
put
can
that
on
there
such a
when
big
children
thing.
are passing to go to
Oh,
school.
actually,
and
you were
so
talking
on.
about that the area
Yeah.
and that stuff. Fair.
So what is the word now that they can't put it where it was, or it just cannot be on a billboard? What is the
That
word?
cannot be on a billboard.
Okay.
Because it's in the public domain. It cannot be on a billboard. So
Why? Because she's,
Still
you know.
algorithm causes.
it's too risky.
It's still I'm gonna I'm telling you. You have to brain the billboard. Them again.
The
What?
billboard is quite literally
I tell you.
between a woman's leg, a
I
bottom
tell you,
leg
walk
between a
on with
woman's
you,
leg.
John. Yeah, I tell you. Hey, John, let me come, please.
When we start having billboards like that, that's when you're gonna have 150 babies a
Every day, right?
You know,
Instead of the 80, whatever. But for those who are interested in learning more about how to put up billboards and anything related to marketing and advertising, please contact Tashan Hendricks.
Contact
Co-create.
Contact co-create. Yeah, contact Tahirah.
Literally. You're like, Tahirah, new client.
Nigel, Trail, like anybody from co-create.
Contact Co-Create for all your
Neville.
marketing needs. Honestly, now that we're done talking about that exciting rude boy billboard, I just saw that whole. I just thought
Exciting.
rude boy outside.
I don't know if it didn't look good if she was up on it.
Oh my God, God forbid! Can you imagine if somebody
look?
rude? Yo, they would have to pay me millions to that. Like millions.
Who said they didn't?
Facts.
Thank you.
Literally. Anyway, oh my God, should we talk about our guest next time? Or should we say that next week is going to be a special episode?
Yeah.
Something?
Episode 10.
Final episode. Okay, guys.
Final
Okay.
episode of the season.
Oh my gosh.
Will
Guys.
there be a season 2?
Will there?
Dum dum.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
We're going to the river next month.
No, it's season 2, but Adrian going to be here.
Anywho.
Producing.
Listen.
People them say me tired to see that brown man. Them want to say next brown man.
Literally, no. They'll probably be like, replace the girl. Get somebody new. Get somebody new with Nemo before they say
I got
replace
the
you.
star, man.
Tell the streets. Anyway, okay, guys. So next week is gonna be our 10th and final episode for season 1 of Cream or Sugar, and we're gonna have a little special thing going on for you guys.
Yeah, I'm coming in a battery rider.
Neville. Neville, as you said, it was what was the last thing? Get only male good as.
Only
Yeah.
male good as.
Yes, so the Goodas and I will be joined by some special guests next time. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your families to subscribe so that you don't miss the episode. Like, share, comment. What do we say they should comment? What we do should give each other for World Cup?
Yeah. No. You're using
Not,
your
no.
head.
Not
You're
what.
using- Not you should give each other.
Never.
What
Whoever
should
win
the
could-
winner get?
What should the winner get from the rest of the team if they win the World Cup?
Thank you.
Okay.
And if nobody wins, it's the team that got closest
Correct.
to winning.
Correct.
So maybe the semi-final, maybe the losing finalist or something like that.
Either way, it won't be
Hold
Neville.
on now. Use it, say.
Spain. Portugal.
So Spain, Portugal, Brazil, Mona Prep.
Mona Prev. Another great school that I went to.
Hampton.
Hampton. Yeah, I meant to say Hampton. Anyway.
Tashan said,
Tashan said, I really don't care. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
yeah, blessings and love, folks.